Next on Live at 5, we are remembering a Washington State Patrol trooper with ties to Pasco killed in a crash over the weekend. This, as officials say, they are seeing more and more cases of reckless driving all across our state.
Plus, we're tracking the investigation into the death of a teenage girl shot in Yakima Park late Friday night.
And cool temperatures overnight, but a mild outlook for the immediate next few days. I'm tracking all the latest in your First Alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the News at 5. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Alyssa Warner. Now, 60 people have been displaced from the Buckingham Apartments on South Natchez Avenue after the apartment building caught fire early this morning.
Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell was on the scene earlier today, and she spoke with the Yakima fire chief, who says this is the largest fire that they have responded to so far this year.
Authorities say the fire happened just after 5:30 this morning on the third floor of the apartment building. They say residents were quickly evacuated as the fire began to spread. The fire chief says they took a defensive approach, tackling the fire from outside to ensure it didn't spread to surrounding buildings. Authorities say there were no serious injuries, but one resident was transported to the hospital for smoke inhalation. Other residents were taken to a warming center at the Red Cross's Yakima headquarters on 2nd Street, before a shelter was set up at Summit View Church of Christ on 72nd Avenue. Authorities say they don't know at this time what caused the fire, but as for the building
is probably going to be completely destroyed based on the fire damage, the water damage. There were holes in the floor.
Coming up at 6, we'll hear from one of those residents about the personal impact of the fire, and from the American Red Cross on how they're working to help people who have lost everything. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
And the Pasco Fire Department made quick work of a brush fire near the airport at Road 36 and Burden Boulevard this afternoon. Fire officials say the call came in just before the noon hour. To get to the fire, firefighters had to make a small hole in the fence, which is now being repaired. The battalion chief said it looked like the fire might have started from a power surge from one of the lines nearby. Crews were able to put it out quickly.
And one thing that didn't help them at all today, and one thing that we see a lot as the seasons change, is the wind.
It's picking up.
Yeah, Stacy's tracking that for us in your First Alert forecast.
Now, we've kind of had a blustery day today. We continue to see breezy winds, especially here in Tri-Cities, 14-mile-an-hour sustained winds. This evening, things will start to calm down overnight, but yep, we've been dealing with that wind, which has also been making it feel kind of chilly outside. It is going to be cold tonight. Look out down in the 20s and 30s all through the area. Cloudy, breezy, chilly. Going to see some snow mainly south of Hermiston in the Wallowas, but we're looking pretty quiet through most of the area. Now, good news, we spring forward this weekend. Check out the difference between your sunrise from Saturday to Sunday and those sunsets. It's going to be dark until nearly 7 o'clock, so I'm excited about that. Let's take a peek at our sunset last night in the Columbia Basin. It was quite spectacular. There was a nice little system that rolled through and a few rain showers, but it was a great looking sunset. That was last night on our Legends Casino Skycam. This is what it looks like right now on the Skycam, 48 degrees. Winds, like we said, at 14 miles an hour should start to decrease overnight and into tomorrow. Below average temperatures, if you're thinking it feels a little bit chilly, it's going to stay cool at least through Wednesday, and then we'll see a slight warming trend as we head towards the weekend. And remember to spring forward. All the details coming up in your First Alert full weather forecast. Austin, Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacy. A Washington State trooper and a Pasco native died over the weekend after a vehicle slammed into his patrol car. That happened early Saturday morning on I-5 in Marysville, which is about 35 miles north of Seattle. The crash killed 27-year-old Christopher Gadd. Now, investigators say a vehicle headed southbound on the interstate went off the highway and onto the shoulder where it hit the trooper's vehicle. Authorities arrested a 32-year-old Linwood man on suspicion of vehicular homicide. Trooper Gadd had served with the State Patrol for 2.5 years. And this is a reminder for all of us of how important it is to follow Washington's slow down, move over law. Monique Ledesma joins us live in Kennewick. Monique, you've been talking with law enforcement about the importance of this law.
Hi, Alyssa. Yes, this afternoon I spoke to Kennewick Police Department Commander Isaac Merkel. He said it's important for drivers to understand when approaching a law enforcement vehicle, fire vehicle, or tow truck vehicle or utilities worker, when they're stopped on the side of the road, that to treat it as that they need to view that as an emergency response scene or an emergency work scene, and know that 200 feet before and after that they're required to either move over one lane, and if they can't move over, then to slow down to at least 10 miles below the posted speed limit. Merkel also says the bottom line is simple: slow down or pull over to avoid any unfortunate event from occurring.
We would just ask people understand that there's no need for anybody to drive recklessly behind the vehicle. We've seen countless times and times again what that leads to, and oftentimes it leads tragically to death or serious injury.
Also says next time you see those emergency workers, utility workers, whoever it is on the side of the road, as people who have families and would like to make it home to see them. He also says that by giving them that space, it allows them to feel comfortable and having them do their job safely. Reporting in Kennewick, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now. Sending it back to you, Alyssa.
All right, I'll take that. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Well, a judge sentenced a former Pasco police officer to 25 years in prison for the 1986 murder of Ruby Doss in Spokane. The court found Richard Aguirre guilty of first-degree murder in a December trial. Aguirre's new attorney filed a motion to reconsider the conviction and consider lowering it from first to second degree. However, the judge denied the motion for consideration. Yakima police searching for answers after a 15-year-old girl was killed in a shooting on Friday night at McGinnis Park. Police say what they know so far is that two different groups, about 10 to 15 people, all younger than 18, had intentionally met up at the park. An altercation occurred, someone started shooting and killed the 15-year-old girl, who police say was a part of one of those groups. Officers also say they spoke to several people who told them at least some of those involved were from rival gangs. So at first look, they believe the incident was gang-related. But there's not a lot of witnesses coming forward.
It's unknown what they were all doing in the area at the time, whether it was intentional, unintentional, whatever the case may be. It resulted in the death of a 15-year-old girl in our community. And there are people that know what happened that night, and we need them to come forward.
So tonight, if you know something, you can contact Yakima Police, or if you want to stay anonymous, you can send in your tip via the Yakima County Crime Stoppers. Alyssa.
Richland police say they've arrested a man they believe is connected to a stabbing that happened all the way back on February 16th. This was on the 300 block of Cottonwood Drive. We know one person was taken to the hospital with a non-life-threatening wound. Investigators said evidence pointed to a 33-year-old man as the suspect. They tracked him down in Kennewick, but they say he crashed into a patrol car and then got away from police. Investigators were later able to track him all the way over to Jefferson County, where he was arrested and sent back to the Tri-Cities. That suspect is currently in the Benton County Jail on suspicion of assault and possession of a stolen vehicle. He appeared in court for a probable cause hearing today. Bail was set at $75,000.
A known sex offender has been re-arrested after West Richland police say he was attempting to lure middle school-aged girls around Enterprise Middle School back in February. On the West Richland Police Facebook page, they say a convicted sex offender is accused of driving by Enterprise Middle School dozens of times, even making contact with at least 2 students. Luckily, they both managed to escape. The suspect is 29-year-old Javier Ayala Calan, who actually lives in Benton City. The man was charged with indecent exposure from this case, but he apparently failed to even register as a sex offender from previous convictions. Coming up new at 6, we're going to hear from one parent who is furious that the school district, never reported this until after the suspect was arrested. Also new tonight, the Grant County Sheriff's Office investigating the missing person report of 31-year-old Irene Fleming, who was last seen between 4 and 5 p.m. Sunday, Februirry 25th, leaving a rural Grant County home. The sheriff's office says she walked away and nobody knows where she went. Now, detectives on Saturday received credible information from an East Wenatchee business employee who had made contact with a woman named Irene on February 29th. The employee says the woman matched the picture of Fleming. There is no evidence that Irene Fleming is in danger, but deputies still say they have been concerned about her whereabouts and whether she is safe since they were first notified by Wenatchee police. Irene's family had last spoken to her on Sunday, and during that call, she said that she was in Wenatchee. As part of their investigation, Wenatchee police asked the Grant County Sheriff's Office to check an address in the George area to see if Irene was there.
It's true that Irene could be anywhere, but right now we have evidence from a credible person in the Wenatchee area who saw her at a business. We have a detective who's speaking with that employee at that business and trying to gain some more information. So if anyone knows where Irene might be, we just want to know that she's okay. So give us a call at 509-762-1160.
With this being a missing person case and not a criminal case, the search warrant to ping her phone last known location was not granted by the court. A search warrant would also be required to search Irene's car that she left at the Road U Southwest home. So if you know anything, call police.
Making national headlines tonight, a milestone tomorrow in the race for the White House. It's going to be Super Tuesday. That means more than a dozen states will hold their presidential primaries, including some of the larger states like California and Texas. Many of those states will also be hosting House and Senate primaries. Colorado is one of the states holding presidential primaries tomorrow. This morning, a ruling from the U.S. Supreme Court guarantees that former President Trump remains on the primary ballot in Colorado. The justices ruled unanimously against invoking part of the 14th Amendment. They said that power ultimately rests with Congress. The ruling essentially ends efforts in other states like Maine and Illinois to remove Trump from the ballot.
Well, it is rising from the ashes. A Tri-Cities eatery that had recently closed will reopen under new leadership.
I know a lot of people are going to be excited about that, plus the option of swimming year-round. We're talking about the measure the Pasco City Council will consider this evening for Memorial Pool and the potential price tag.
All right, let's take a live look outside from our Legends Skycam. 48 degrees on this Monday, first Monday of March. Stacy's back with your full First Alert forecast when we come on back.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Dishwasher on the fritz. Laundry giving you fits. A water heater that quits. In a world without Culligan, hard water makes life harder. Get a Culligan softener, the world's best. Put your water worries to rest.
Upgrade your kitchen with Frigidaire Professional, offering powerful performance and professional-grade design. The front control gas range provides the ultimate flexibility for making your favorite meals. Sear and saute with precision, and flip pancakes on the griddle for golden results. And thanks to our smudge-proof stainless steel, spend less time cleaning while keeping your kitchen looking spotless.
You won't find Frigidaire Pro at the box stores, but it's on sale at Fred's. Fred's Appliance. We want to be your choice.
Welcome to Walla Walla Regional Airport, where every departure is the beginning of a new adventure. From hassle-free check-ins to friendly staff, we make your travel experience seamless. Explore new destinations, create unforgettable memories, and embrace the thrill of discovery. We're excited to announce our 2 new Alaska Airlines flights to and from Seattle daily, and we offer free parking. Your next adventure begins with us. Walla Walla Regional Airport. Book your flights today at alaskaair.com.
Come aboard Water to Wine Cruises. Our unique weekend brunch cruise offers delicious dishes by our chefs as you take in beautiful views of the river. Start the morning off right and visit watertowinecruises.com to book your brunch today.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
We appreciate you staying with us. After announcing it was closing in early February, Foodies will be reopening, but under new ownership. So Foodies, listen up. The previous owner of the restaurant said in a Facebook post that Foodies has been sold to a new women-owned business team. They are planning to introduce themselves in the coming weeks. The new team will work with the previous owner to restart, but keep the same feel, taste, and look of the restaurant. Both Foodies on the River in Kennewick and Foodies 2 in Richland will both be reopening under the new ownership team. We are told the new owners will address previous gift card purchases in the near future. There is no set date for the restaurant, though, both of them to reopen.
Well, this evening, the Pasco City Council is set to consider a proposal to invest more than $500,000 into a dome over Memorial Pool so that it can stay open year-round. So the Pasco Parks and Rec Director says right now, anybody who wants to swim during the fall, winter, and spring has to go to a smaller pool or head to one of the other cities or both. They're proposing an air dome. That's an inflatable structure that could be blown up from September to May and then taken down during the summer months. Now, none of this would be cheap. Buying the dome and the system to keep it inflated is going to cost almost $550,000. Setting up a footing for the dome so that it can be properly strapped down, this is a giant inflatable here, that's looking like it'll cost around $350,000. It would also add around $35,000 per year to the City of Pasco's Parks and Rec in utility and chemical costs, and setting up and taking down the dome would cost another $15,000 per year. But the Parks and Rec Director told City Council members they're hoping to cover those costs with the income from having the pool open all year round.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Oh, not a bad looking evening. We take a peek outside, 48 degrees on our Dust Devil Sky Cam in Pasco. A little bit cloudy and a little bit breezy, and we'll continue to see these winds throughout the evening, but things will be getting better tomorrow. It is going to be chilly tonight. You're going to drop down to about 28 degrees by 6 in the morning, so heading out the door is going to be cool, but you'll be close to 50 degrees by 4 in the afternoon. In Yakima, it gets really chilly around 6 a.m. down to 25 degrees there. Chilly for the first part of your day, but hitting those mid-40s by the afternoon, and the lighter winds will certainly help. Now, the storm track that's been in play today has been mainly over Oregon, but we were seeing wet weather on the west side. We had a few scattered snow showers in the Cascades. Most of that now down to the south, and it will continue to trudge to the south, bringing that cold Arctic air with it. So again, here comes that system moving down into northern California, the southern portion of Oregon. A little bit of activity in our region, but very broken apart and unorganized. So that's what it's going to be looking like. Here's what our futurecast model will show us overnight tonight. Again, we're seeing some snow showers, but south of Pendleton, just outside of Hefner in the mountains here, the Ocho Highlands out that way, and some of the southern Blue Mountains. Most of it moving to the east. We could see a little bit of snow above the Walla Walla area early morning hours when we're down to that chilly in the 20s degree temperature range. Here's what it looks like tomorrow, though. We're going to see mostly clear skies, much lighter winds, and eventually as we get towards Wednesday, we'll start to see things warming up as well. We're looking at a ridge of high pressure to come in and kind of warm us back up. Let's talk about those future casts and winds. We are seeing those gusty winds here in the Tri-Cities, Columbia Basin. Tomorrow about noon, though, we'll start to see a little bit of a break for most of our areas. Still going to see some breezy winds up towards Yakima and the Kittitas Valley, but much calmer as you move down into the eastern part of the state. The Dalles and the Columbia River Gorge could be a little breezy as well. Mostly cloudy, breezy, and chilly tonight. Look at these overnight lows. We're well below the freezing level, down to a chilly 20 degrees in Cle Elum tonight, 28 for Sunnyside, 25 in Yakima. We're staying in the 20s and just barely hitting 30 tonight here in the Columbia Basin and Tri-Cities. Prosser and Hermiston 29. We'll see 28 in Connell. Looking towards foothills of the Blues, a chilly night there as well. Everybody under the freezing level. And again, could see a few snowflakes outside of Walla Walla overnight as that one little system makes its way through. All right, that's what we just looked at. We looked at cloudy, breezy. Let's take a look at our 7-day planner for the next few days. Temperatures are staying a little below the average, and then we start warming up as we get into the weekend. And don't forget, we're going to spring it forward. We have a slight chance of some showers late Saturday into Sunday. Walla Walla's planner, pretty mild, pretty quiet week overall through the region. Spring and forward again when you go to bed Saturday into Sunday, and those temperatures starting to warm up. Even the overnight lows will get out of the 20s back to the 30s. Here's what Yakima looks like. We see some sunshine out there, a few cloudy afternoon Thursday, Friday, and then a slight chance of showers on a Sunday. And here's that 7-day planner for the Columbia Basin. Pretty clear other than those winds tonight. Not a lot to write home about. And again, we're switching our clocks as we go to bed Saturday into Sunday. Overnight lows will be getting warmer as those warmer temperatures start to come through. Alyssa, Austin.
Thanks, Stacey. Well, it's a first for birth control in the United States. It's now become available over the counter and online.
Yeah, we'll tell you more next on your news at 5.
Jessica Jalor, Good Morning Northwest. Weekday mornings from 5 to 7.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the rain and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
An accident can shatter your life. The award-winning team at Tamaki Law can put your life back together.
I'm attorney Jeff Kreutz.
And I'm attorney Megan Changaroya.
Thank you, Tri-Cities, for voting us Best Personal Injury and Best Overall Law Firm.
We are so honored and grateful to serve this amazing community.
If you've been seriously injured, call the law firm that has served Central Washington for 30 years. Call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
So, all of us are here to talk about trading. Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See, $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
You don't have to trade. I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
Get $830 off any phone. No trade-in needed. US Cellular. Built for us.
In life's delicate moments, turn to the compassionate experts at Tri-Cities Chaplaincy. Whether it's hospice, palliative, or grief care for adults and children, we are here for you in Benton and Franklin counties. And the best part, our grief support comes at no cost to you. When life gets tough, we're here to guide you, ensuring you live your best life, even through the toughest moments. Visit us today at tccbestlife.org.
With Dish, get the same TV bill every month for 2 years.
Hello? God, I think someone's coming.
No price hikes, no surprises. Because surprising TV shows are great. Surprising TV bills, not great.
Let's get you some fresh water.
The 2-year TV price guarantee from Dish. Tuned in to you.
Jimmy Kimmel hosts The Oscars, Sunday, March 10th on ABC.
Hop on a Ben Franklin Transit bus to the movies and get ready for the Oscars. Watch live this Sunday at a new time, 4 p.m. on ABC Apple Valley News Now. Sponsored locally by Ben Franklin Transit.
Welcome back. The first over-the-counter birth control pill approved in the United States is available in stores and online this month. You can buy O-Pill directly from the website, opill.com, in the coming days, but it could take a few weeks for this medication to get to pharmacy shelves. The drug maker has a suggested retail price, $20 for a 1-month supply, $50 for a 3-month supply. And the company says when taken as directed, this medication is 98% effective at preventing pregnancy. That's in line with the effectiveness of most birth control pills.
For most birth control, we do recommend that people use a backup form of contraception the whole first month to be safe and follow the instructions and take it at the same time of the day, every day.
Some pharmacies have said that they will carry it. Those include CVS and Walgreens. And again, it'll also be available online at opill.com and other online retailers.
Let's get another live look outside for a look at this calm evening in our region. We'll see pretty cold conditions overnight, though. Stacy will come on back, have a final look at your forecast as Apple Valley News Now at 5 is back in a little over 2 minutes.
A flight over a great little lake. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
You work hard for your money, and now you can get money back on state taxes you already paid with the Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
What's better than the perfect cut of meat for a tasty meal? That's easy. The perfect cut of meat on sale.
Super One Foods 12-hour meat sale this Thursday only with great savings on USDA Choice Angus Beef New York Steak, $7.98 a pound. Boneless pork loin roast, $1.98 a pound. And visit your Super One Foods meat department for even more great savings in store.
Super One Foods 12-hour meat sale this Thursday only. The savings are sizzling.
This week, President Biden in front of Congress and the American people, the State of the Union. Plus, will Super Tuesday be the last battle before the general election? More Americans turn to World News Tonight with David Muir, the most watched newscast on television.
Stan, you're right. The only thing better than video games
are virtual reality video games.
Especially when you're in a player versus player battle arena.
And you're right about Hollowgate being another fun thing you could do at Triple Play.
Yes, I win another round.
That makes Roy 9, Stan 3.
Epic comeback incoming.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more. All attached to a cozy hotel.
If I wasn't too big to fit in there, I'd whoop them both.
Busy work week or feeling under the weather? Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser Clinic, located on Chardonnay Avenue, is open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Your health can't wait. Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser Clinic is open on weekends. Walk-ins are welcome, or call 509-786-1576 to make an appointment. This is how we care.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book, celebrating 20 years of employee ownership with great savings, including our Owner's Choice 20th anniversary sale happening store-wide. Save now at Bi-Mart.
Take advantage of the tax credits you can, including the annual Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You can get money back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Finally, here at 5 in space news, 3 NASA astronauts and 1 cosmonaut are on their way to the International Space Station. Yesterday, they launched inside the NASA and SpaceX Dragon Endeavour capsule from the Kennedy Space Center. This success follows 2 earlier attempts that were scrubbed because of the weather. They should reach the International Space Station by around tomorrow, early Tuesday morning. So there you go.
That is quite a trip.
Right?
Fortunately, they won't have to deal with any past conditions. That's one
right.
benefit of space travel, right?
Things are quieting down here weather-wise as well. Let's take a peek at our weather photo. This is from White Pass. This weekend was their winter carnival. That's the castle. It was dinos versus dragons, and you can see them there. And of course, the beautiful fireworks show they had up there. It was spectacular, guys. It was cold up there. There was a lot of snow. It's the best skiing that I've done all year, though. So
there you
good
go.
stuff there. Let's plan your day tomorrow. It is is chilly tonight. You're going to be cold out the door, so bundle up. Midday, you'll be hitting those 40-degree temperatures, and then once again, we'll see those temperatures climbing up closer to 50 degrees. But overall, a chilly night tonight. These winds are going to be blustery at least through about noon tomorrow, and then things start to really calm down. And yeah, we just have to deal with below average temperatures as we head into spring forward weekend.
I just
Already.
Yes, I love seeing those slightly longer days.
That's right.
Every day is a little bit longer.
Perfect.
Thanks, Stacey, and thank you so much for watching. We're all back tonight at 6. World News Tonight with David Muir is next.
Hoping your news is good news. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Good night.